What's up, YouTube, man? It's the homie Big D, man, back in the building, man. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody who got commented and liked and subscribed to the last video, man. Everybody who got you know what I mean, check me out, man. I appreciate that, man. I do, man. So before I start this here, man, let me explain something, man. And because it came from a comment, and I know I ain't never really just did it. I did it like in the earlier video, which I'm probably gonna end up taking out and redoing, and that way I can get y'all a better understanding perspective of what's going on with this channel. But you know, I'm trying to deter as many young men and women from making the same choices and decisions that I made. I was actually convicted in 1993 for murder and aggravated assault, given a life sentence. I did 17 and a half years on that life sentence. And I'm just doing this video, doing this channel, actually to tell you about my experiences and the trauma that led me, trauma and the things that I went through while I was in prison, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this story. Actually, I wasn't gonna do anything, but I said I need to do something because I am so tired. You see how red my eyes are? You see? Man, boy, you know what I'm saying? I got a regular job, so I work overnight. And just getting got no glimpse into what my life is. But anyway, so that's why I be double talking. I get lost in thought. And then reliving some of these moments, man, it comes so vivid to you. So last video I dropped, man, I was telling you about when I put a target on my back and how many I had like 2 years of store restriction when it all said and done. And I told you in that last video that had led me to do something that like I only did like twice in prison, you know what I mean? And this was the first time that I did something like this, And it gonna sound like it was a moment of desperation, but I know I was dead wrong. I was totally wrong. I could look back on it now and say, no, you shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? It ain't no didn't have to. I shouldn't have done it, regardless of what. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell it because I feel like it needs to be told. But anyway, so I'm sitting in my cut, man. My boy JB, he pulls up on me, man. And we're in dorm 18. So he pulls up on me. Now, mind you, I am on store restriction. Let me explain that. I am on store restriction for 2 years. And at this point in time, I probably had been on store restriction probably about a year now. My homie, I usually sent money to him. And, he wasn't, he was on store restriction at that point in time himself. So he pulls up in my cut. And he's like, damn, I'm so sick and tired of these white man. And he's like mumbling, but I can hear it. I said, what you talking about, man? And I'm so sick and tired of these white boy, man. And in my cut at the point in time, man, my partner, Dub B, which I brought up in the last video, and this other dude actually was in B unit with that in DC. You know what I'm saying? And DC, he was cool. He was a cool dude. Like, I knew him in B unit. Like, remember when I was in the dorm with him. This was his first stint at PMC. He hadn't been down there probably about a week or two at that point in time. So, he's sitting in the cut with me. And the thing is about DC, although at that point in time, I never known him to be down with none of the activity. And then later on, I find out something else, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. But yeah, he's sitting in the cut because, he came to the dorm, he didn't know a lot of guys. So the only thing, like, dudes was come for B unit, they would pull up on dudes that they was in B unit with, regardless if they was cool or not. But he's sitting in the cut with me. And when JB pulls up, I'm telling, man, I'm sick of these white boys, man. I'm tired of them, man. I promise you, man. And I'm like, man, what's up? Now, hold up, before I pause, stop right now. JB is a white boy. He's one of those hard-bodied white boys that I was telling y'all about in previous video. He one of the hard-bodied white boys. He ain't going for nothing. I mean, like, Home done been to all the bad. He done been to the 13, the 14s. He done been to the old annex. Well, that's the old annex. He done been to the new annex, the B unit. You know what I'm saying? He done been to F building. He done been to G building. He done been all those places. And he came with his manhood still intact, unviolated, unmolested. So therefore, he's standing on business. And a lot of black dudes respect him. And a lot of the white dudes might have feared it. But yeah, he was one of them hard body white boys, and he was cool though. Like he was one of those like he wasn't trying to be black. He was just being himself. But you can tell that he had like that swag about him. You know what I mean? He pulled up, cause back then he was like wear like the nylon shirt. He got the nylon shirt on and everything. And he pulled up in the cut. Like, I'm sick and tired of these white boys, man. So what's up, man? What's going on? He said, no, man. He said, they be trying to act like they cool, but then when y'all ain't around, they steady be, you know, I'm like, what's up? He like, man, you know, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want to disrespect nobody. But he wasn't, when he was saying that, he was looking at me and he looked at DC, he looking at DC and Dub B. He wasn't looking at me, he was looking at DC and Dub B. Because, you know, DC knew who he was, but he don't know who DC is. But DC don't heard about it. You know what I mean? He know about it. You know what I'm saying? I already had introduced Dub B to him. And, you know, me and JB, we was cool. We was like super cool. He actually, when I got out of off over there in the hole, went to trade school, they tried to put me back, but he actually got me over there in the gym with him. We was working in the gym for a minute until I got, you know what I mean, sliding out the detail. But anyway, that's another story for another time. But yeah, but me and him was cool. And I was like, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, what you mean? I said, man, you good, man. You go ahead and say what you gonna say. I want to hear. I want to hear all the goddamn explicit and all that. So he just went like, man, nah, he be saying N-word this, N-word that. You know what I mean? Be talking about why y'all what I'm sick of these porch monkeys. I said, who he called porch monkey? He said, man, he said, especially that big porch monkey who be coming over here. He was talking about me. This is the thing about Dub B, man. You know what I mean? Dub B, he bust out laughing. He had this crazy laugh. Whoa, 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 whoa. What they call you, a big porch monkey? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, man, chill out, man, chill out. Here's the thing with me in that. If somebody is speaking on me in a bad tone that I'm cool with, I'll push up on that person. But if it's somebody that I don't care nothing about, I ain't having anything to do with them, I don't even care nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now DC, he's looking at me like, man, I don't let them white boys talk, man. I go in there, slap all them folks, take all them folks stuff. I go, oh no, we ain't gonna do that. I said, that's one thing we are not gonna do. You know what I mean? I said, I ain't gonna go there, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I said, man, you know, the folk can feel how they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? As long as he keep doing what he been doing. And what he had been doing was, one of the white guys that he was speaking on, what he would do was, he loved to write letters. Like, he didn't never use the phone. So when he always hit the store, you know what I mean? At least every other week he'll hit the store. And you can only buy a certain amount of stamps. And he'll run out of those stamps. And he would buy stamps from other individuals. Now, mind you, I'm on store restriction. Now, on store restriction, the only thing you can go up there and get is like stamps and stationary equipment, like, you know, like stuff you can use to write. You know what I mean? Write pencils, pens, and stuff like that, and composition books and stuff. But you could not get food, hygienes, or anything of that sort. So what he would do was, like, he'll run out. He know he gonna run out of that stuff. So I used to like go to the store and buy some stamps and buy a composition book or whatever he needed me to get out the store for he can continue on to doing whatever he had going on. He would buy that stuff from me and give me goods for it. Now, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Because I can spend $10 at the store. You know what I mean? And he going to buy the whole 10 from me with food and stuff. That's enough to sustain me for the weekend. So I really wasn't tripping. You know what I mean? So I was telling DC, like, man, you know, what was going on with that. So everybody like, yeah, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Rule that. So I really wasn't even tripping on it. And even if I wasn't doing that business with him, I still wouldn't have tripped on it. You know what I mean? Now, what I wouldn't have not been doing is keeping the goddamn roaches and the rats and the goddamn snakes out of his locker. And that's what I would do. Like, cause like I worked the second shift SMU. So meaning that morning while they out of detail, I'm in the dormitory. So you know what I mean? I'm basically like, if I see somebody going over there who wants a suspicious activity, and I see him over there trying to fumble and bumming around the man lock, I'll be like, hey, folks, don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm in here. You get up out of here, partner. And I would do that for him. Cause like I said, hey man, this is beneficial to me. I can't, hey man, this is my life pipeline right now. This is my lifeline right now. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody buying no stamp around this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Going there and telling, hey man, we'll give you a couple stamps too soon. One dude told me, he said, shoot, man, I feel D, man. Shit. I'm trying to eat stamp before, man. Them shit ain't no good. I like, all right. I couldn't be mad as yours. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how I felt about it. So this week, this particular week, it was like a couple of days after that store they come around. I push up on the white. I like, hey man, you need me to go on whoop that Thursday? I got it this week. I'm good. You know what I mean? Me and my girl, we just been having it out. I said, all right, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I said that's fine, but I was feeling some kind of way. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was hurting. I said, leave, man. It is what it is, man. Store they come around. He goes to the store. He comes back in, and this is where everything went south. And DC pulls up on me. He like, man, leave, man. That breakfast was terrible. I'm gonna tell you what they had for breakfast that morning. They had oatmeal, which I hate. I tried to eat it like for real. You know what I'm saying? But it don't have no taste to me. You know what I mean? Like, it tastes like paste, just regular paste, and with raisin in it that look like that. Man, boiled eggs. Now here's the thing is about the boiled egg. It might be. I worked in the kitchen, so I know them dudes just put the eggs up in the whole big boiler. They ain't checking. Man, some of them eggs be spoiled, be have a chicklet in them. I'm talking about like it's rotten, like the egg is rotten. They'll just pull the whole thing up in there, which kind of messes up everything. So it smell like fart. You know what I mean? That's just what it smell like. Doodle. Like a poop. You smell rotten. Everybody don't smell rotten egg before. And man, hey, you taste it. And you got one of the rotten egg batches, man. And you try to eat it, you be gagging and everything. Cornbread cake. Cornbread cake is what you call it. It's like Jiffy bread. It's supposed to be a cake, but they're using Jiffy bread to make a cake. So that's what you get that morning. You know what I mean? And ball bologna. I forgot. The such thing is ball bologna. And ball bologna. So you know, hey man, you make do with what you can do, man. And that morning, that's a bad meal. That's a bad meal. So he like, man, that got breakfast, man, terrible, man. I said, yeah, man. Man, what they have for lunch? Tuna fish. I said, I don't even eat tuna fish. I said, what they having for dinner? Man said, boy, it look like they're gonna be that guy doing that liver. I said, man, how they gonna just three-way a dude like that, man? How you just gonna give me everything that I cannot just stomach? You know what I mean? I like cool. It's all right. You know what I mean? Tuna fish with the mystery meat, man. I'm gonna have to lay on it, man. I was see if I can turn that tuna fish in for that tuna mystery meat, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, folks, it's just the tuna. That's it. Tuna and fruit. And that's it. I said, man, come on, man. Seriously. So we sitting there now. And that store they came and stuff like that. I still went and got the stamps and stuff, figuring I could probably get off of them. So DC said, man, then you say the goddamn white boy be buying stuff like that. I said, yeah. He said he didn't need nothing today. He said he didn't. Yeah. So man, give him to me. Give him to me. He gonna give me some. So I give him man a few stamps and stuff like that. He walk on and say something to the little white dude like him. I can see him talking. I can't hear what he's saying. Come on, when my bed was up against the wall, I could look straight across because the white dude slept across from me. He didn't sleep in the same room with me. And I explained it in another video, but I'm explaining in this video. It was 4 bunks in that room. It's 18, so it's 4 bunks. And then there's a bathroom, a door. Let's just say the door right here. If it's just on the skid row, the little walkway, it's the door right here in the bathroom. And where the white boy slept at, it was like a bunk here and his bunk right there, so I could sit on my bunk, edge of my bunk like this, and look and see his bunk and his locker. I could see all of that. But anyway, DC over there wasn't. But I can't hear what they're saying. He walked back over, they shaking the head. Oh man. But when he walking back over, it's another little white boy walk in. And the white boy walk in, he got a composition book in his hand and some stamps. And he handed it to the guy, and the guy go in there and get some goods and stuff. So DC looking like, said, yeah. He said, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. He said, man, you always try to play the good guy role. I said, man, you know, that man stuff, he can do what he want to do with it, man. He said, man, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. You always playing the good guy role, man. You know what I mean? Now you sitting in here starving. You know what I'm saying? He don't cross you out for one of his little white buddy. Little white buddy must be on store restriction. He said, watch this here. And when the guy came out, he asked us, hey, man, you might be on store restriction or something. I always see you go to the store. DC ain't never seen that man a day in that damn life. This is probably about the first time he ever paid any attention to that man. He like, and the guy, I was like, yeah, man, they gave me 30 days store restriction by some BS, man. You know what I mean? And he went to explaining himself to DC. Now, I'm explaining, hold up, I'm going to tell you about DC. DC is probably about 6'4", black, dark skin, like black. You know what I mean? And like, with pants was always in the water. I guess because I don't know. Don't ask me. I guess that's what because of his size. I don't know. His pants was always in the water. Like his pants. I guess because his upper body was too short for his legs. He got long legs. I can't tell you. But he about 6'4". He wasn't an overly big dude. I'd give him probably about 190. You know what I mean? 190, 195, but he had like a wiry muscle to him. Like he had a good physique, like, you know what I mean? Like a strong bone physique, you know what I mean? Like that. Country boy, you know what I mean? Country boy, you know what I mean? For the country. And he's like, man, see what I'm saying? And he walked back, see what I'm saying? And look, I'll go take it. I'll go take all that. Go to him and that other white boy. I said, nah, man, cool, man. It's all right. Boom. So I get up and I walk out the room. When I walk out the room, I come back into the room. Doug B, who my dog, but you know, if he had it, he would have gave me something because he ain't got that. You know what I mean? He had the goddamn loot. Cause when I come back in the room, Doug B said, man, the white boy wouldn't buy the stamps. He like, nah, but we're gonna start that weekend. Cause you know, I would bust it down with him. You know what I mean? Because whenever he went to the store, he would bust it down with me. I said, yeah, man. I said, I hope my pocket CB, which is my homeboy, brings some of them sacks on your back. I didn't tell him because he already gone to detail. He was working outside detail. He gone. Well, golly, boy, it's gonna be a rough. You know what I'm saying? Had to figure something out. We'll have to figure something out. He said, I already got it figured out. You just ain't with it. Like that. That's what he was saying. You know what I mean? And they'll be like, yeah, man. He said, yeah, check this out. You know. So I ain't trying to get nothing started, which is a lie. They'll be a goddamn he's an S starter. You know what I mean? I guess I can say it because I already said the word. He's a shit starter. That's what he is. He would get something started. Now, me and Doug B, we like this. I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna give an explanation because I brought him in. I'm gonna give you an explanation of me and him. You know what I mean? In our relationship. You know what I mean? But he was like, man, like Bob's over there talking about, yeah, man, coming over here asking for stuff. And I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? And from now on, if it ain't right, it ain't right. And the other guy, that's what I've been trying to tell you. And so that's what he said they were saying. You know what I mean? I don't know. I did not hear it. But what did piss me off was when they got ready to go to detail, as they usually did, we sitting on the bed, the white guy come on and say, hey, D, you gonna be in here? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be in here. Hey man, keep an eye on my locker, man, because you know what I mean? They broke into whoever locker, one of his little friends. So I always go to Billy. So Billy it is. They broke in a little Billy's locker down there, and at the end of the dome, what the end of the dome is called Death Row. I'm trying to help him get moved up this way toward the officer, cause you know how these guys is, man. But hey, man, I know you're a good guy, man. Just keep an eye on my locker for me, man, cause I know you always been looking out for me. It's not because I like it. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Not because I like it. But I didn't say anything. I just looked at him. And I guess he couldn't tell the look in my eye, like, yeah, straight up. Now, first you don't slime out on the snap, which is fine. I don't care. That's yours. You know what I mean? But then you gave it to one of your buddies, right? Boom. That in third, which is fine. And then you can do what you want to do with your goods. But then you got done sitting on there talking about you ain't gonna do it for nobody else. If it ain't right, it ain't right. Which is fine. You can feel how you want to feel about me. But then you gonna come on here and ask me to look out for you and make sure you good? Yeah. You must be smoking what you selling, man. You got to be. You know what I mean? You are crazy, man. But all bets are off, my boy. You know what I mean? Shoot, you better go let's tell buddy you gave them stamp to, goddamn. I mean, they're good to put them stamp in the composition book, man, to come on here and sit down on that bed and watch it. So they go out to detail. DC said, man, what's up, man? What we gonna do, man? You know what I mean? Like that. He said, you ain't gonna let me take it. He said, but I can take it. I was like, man, I'm not gonna get in that, man. So I lay back on the bed, stuff like that. Probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm thinking about that tuna fish, about that lunch call. Stomach doing this now. I reach in my locker, grab me some toothpaste, squeeze toothpaste in my mouth to try to kill the hunger. I get up, go brush my teeth and everything. DC done left. He come back down the hall. I see him when he come back down the hall. He looking in the window at me. I'm still sitting on the bed. He come in and sit down beside me. It's like our stomachs were talking to each other. It's like my stomach's, He said, boy, that's you? I said, yeah, and that's you. He started laughing. We laughing at it like that. He said, man, I don't care, man. He said, look, you ain't got to have nothing to do with it, man. Just watch out for the police for me. So, man, I don't put my hands on nobody else's stuff. He said, man, I ain't asking you to put your hands on nobody else's stuff. I'm just asking you to look out for the police for me. I get up off the bed. And I'm telling you, I went in my thought. I said, I got you, man. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Cause I'm hungry, man. You know what I'm saying? Said, all right. I'm looking at the one. Now, mind you, these dudes know how to take the combination. They got the combination locks on their locker. They know how to go through the lock real fast like this. I don't know how they do it. Boom, and pop it. Boom. I sat there and seen that man open up everybody's locker in the room in less than 2 minutes. That's how fast he was able to do this. This man's a professional thief. Was you doing this on the street? I'm pretty sure you was. I don't know what he was locked up for. But I had to believe that it had something to do with goddamn putting your hands on something that didn't belong to you. Because you are too damn good to be doing this, man. I'm telling that man, boom, boom. I heard the lockers when they open and stuff. You know what I mean? He grabbed their net bag and pulled it out on the floor, got all the goods and took out, came out of the room, what's his name? And he was walking out the room with the bag. I said, man, the police in the booth, he looking. So, you know, you got to be careful when you walk down there because he might come down here and check, man, you need to put that stuff there. He like, ah. He said, man, I'm just going to put it over here in your locker. I don't even want to put it in my locker. Oh. He said, man, what's up? You know what I mean? He said, just put half of it in your locker and put the other half in mine. Then all that started playing back over in my head, what was said and what was brought to me and what I had heard and what I had got done and the fact that he pushed up on me, bro. So I took it. I said, cool. And you know what I mean? And when I put the stuff in my locker and stuff, my stomach growling, his stomach growling, he went down he came back down with a box of pie. I pulled out a box of pie, and man, we sat there literally ate 2 boxes of pie. It was just rappers sitting on the bed. We just ate them pie till we was like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we good. We good. You know what I mean? And here's it, man. Here's the thing, man. About that. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. You know what I mean? Because it's not in my character to be like that. And you can say that's stealing, that's not taking. This is what made it taking right here. When the white boy came back in the dormitory, he walked in. They look in their locker. I hear them. I'm talking about I got my goddamn Superman hearing on. I'm goddamn over there. I am focused. I'm talking about what that the blind dude with the supersonic hearing and stuff. I can't think of the name of the DC character, but yeah, I'm talking about I got my super hearing on, man. I am listening to hear their reaction. When they went on this, man, they went in and got everything, man. You know what I mean? And they got me too, man. They got all my stuff. He had hit both of them guys, like dudes who slept right there beside each other. So me, I'm sitting back on my bed with a book in my hand. I ain't doing nothing else. He listen to the radio and reading. They walk back over there. Hey, D, you seen somebody come in here? I ain't seen nobody come in here, man. Somebody, man. And people come in and out all day. Oh man, it just somebody done went on our locker. Somebody went in your locker and got and did what? They stole all our stuff. You ain't seen nobody else. Nah, man, seen nothing. So he looking around. So my locker is not locked, but it's closed and stuff like that. So he looking like, man, you mind if I look at your locker? Look at my locker for what, huh? I'm saying, man, you had been in here all day. I started laughing. At that point in time, I popped the Dub B. He walked back in. When he walked back in, he hear the conversation. He's standing behind the two white guys. And when they said that, and Dub B, like I said, he's a shit starter. He said, let him look in your locker. What? Let him look in your locker. What? What? D over here getting told what to do by the two white boys. What? He's saying it loud, but he's laughing, but the look of laughter is not really in his eyes. It's more of a, yeah, man, yeah, go ahead, open that lock. Go ahead and try it. So I like, listen, nah, man, you looking at my locker. Yeah, you looking at my locker for? Was you trying to say I took something from you? I stole it? Nah, man, I'm just saying, man, you was in here all day. You ain't seen nothing. So I got up and I opened up the locker. Of course, all their stuff was in there. And they ain't looking like that. I said, anything in here look like yours? You trying to say black people can't have that? Race card, had to play it, put it in there, put it out there. That's not what I'm saying, man. I am not saying that, but man, I thought you was a good guy, dude. You know what I mean? So you saying I took it. If you feel like that's yours, go ahead and take it back, huh? Matter of fact, it's yours. I took it. What you gonna do back? That's what I thought. Remember? I'm the big porch monkey. And when I said that, of course, we both bust out laughing. The white guy dropped their head and they walked off from over there. They went and sat back on their bunk. They ain't say nothing else to me about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I ain't sleep that good that night because I ain't know how they were gonna play it. They ain't come to me with it. Know what I mean? My partner JB pulled up on me because I saw him for intel. JB said, nah, man, they went down there and hollered at a couple of them other white boys, and they like, man, if you want to strain your business, go strain your business, but you're going to have to fight them one-on-one because you know how these guys is. And the white boy he was talking about was a few of them little. Well, one of them was kind of, he was all right, you know what I mean? He'd go, but he ain't like go, you know what I mean? He ain't on go, if that makes sense. So, he said, man, them folks ain't gonna do nothing, man. Them boys ain't built like that at all. He said, I'm glad you took it, man. I get something to eat up out of here. And it's really, I call my partner like Dub B. Dub B said, I'm glad you took it. We won't start this weekend. But yeah, man, that's it, man. First off, before I end this video, man, let me say this something. Ain't none of this I'm saying I condone, period. You know what I mean? At all. Because I was dead wrong. I shouldn't have never put my hands on that man's stuff. I shouldn't have never even been part of it. And just because you are not the actual person who's doing the crime, but you participate in any type of form of fashion, man, it don't make you less guilty. And I'm dead wrong for that. And I look back on it now, even regardless of how a person may feel about you, even though you might find out a person might feel some kind of way about you, it's nothing different with one of your friends. But it's a human being that, of a different race, a different ethnicity, man, it's okay. You know what I mean? Because it's not about that. You know what I mean? If that person haven't did anything to offend you, took anything from you, hurt you in no type of form or fashion, then you shouldn't feel no way about it. Because at that point now, that person living rent free in your mind, and you're trying to hurt them and end up hurting yourself. It was something about me that bothered me the whole entire time about that whole little situation, man, that I went back to making sure that that didn't happen again for him without me even saying it. Because after that, you know, you got a target on your back, you didn't do nothing then, so we're gonna continue on doing it. But I stopped DC in the next move. Next time he tried to do, you know what I mean? And my other dude in there who was down with the lick getting hit, TM, when they pulled up in there too. So I was like, nah, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna do that no more. Y'all ain't gonna mess with it. I don't care what y'all do to anybody else, man. But while I'm in this room right here, man, leave them folks stuff alone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and cause it ate at me, man. You know what I mean? Cause I feel like my moral compass had went down a step lower than what I would well it be. But this is prison, and with that said, you get tested on the daily. You know what I mean? To go one way or the other. But yeah, man, I'm not. That's the story, man, of me trying to put my hands on another person's stuff or taking something. You know what I mean? And with that said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man. Like I said, you know what? Because I feel like I'll be going out bad twice. If I don't get these shots out, man. I'm see who pulled up on me, man, on that last video. I got to see who pulled up on me. Let me see who all pulled up on me, man. Let me call these folks out, man. Give me a second. 1 second. Internet slow. Hey, man. Hey, that boy, Brother Lee, pulled up on me, man. I appreciate that, home, man. What year did you come out the system, man? I came out 2010, actually. You know what I mean? LaQuisha Dawson, man. I appreciate you, man. She pulled up on me, man. Mustard Cody, man. He always pull up. And of course, LaQuisha Dawson always pull up on me. Let me say that first, man. J Money, man, what's going on, man? 757 in the building, baby. What's happening? You know what I mean? He pulled up on me, man. Hey, Monday boys, man. I appreciate it, man. Pulled up on me, man. Slay Joe, always pulling up, man. Hey, man, Joe S9U3K. Hey, man, Detroit ready? Yeah, okay. That's it, man. That was something, man. He pulled up on me, man. He pulled up on me from Detroit, man. Hey, man, my boy Darius, man, pulled up way from Hartford, Connecticut, man. Hey, man, it's cold up there, too. Man, stay warm, homie. You know what I mean? But Bernard Hill, man, he always pulling up on me, man. And he said, man, got done letting the kid hear this story, man. And got any youngins that y'all trying to mentor, man, bring them in there, man. Let me hear a few of these stories about prison, man. Hey, man, Backbone, man. My boy Quizzle, you know what I mean? He always pulled up on me. Hey, Quake, I got something for you, man. I'm going to hit you on the phone, though, man. Hey, Gunsmoke, he pulled up on me, man. Gunsmoke with Ashley in Leesburg and Frank Scott with me, man. Good brother, man. You know what I mean? I'm still going to talk about you. Early bird for the Warren, man. Hey, man, he pulled up on the BR4 TV, man. That look, bro, man. He always pulled up, man. He always pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And yes, what you said is true. When you go up there, man, that what they'll tell them folk, that man ain't no longer him. And that man be way up there in the hole, or he might even be in medical. He might be down bad, man. But yeah, man, Rico just real Tampa, Florida, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you pulling up on me, man. G Money, man. G Cole, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you pulling up on me, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you right. I hope so too, man, because they do be on that BS, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Kenny Diggity. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. He said he did it just for the algorithm, man. I appreciate that, homie. I still appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? He come in just for the algorithm, man. Brian Blake, man, 997, man. I appreciate you pulling up on me. Raphael Owen, man. I appreciate you pulling up, man. Hey, man, Carol. I'm saying this all wrong, man. But I appreciate you pulling up on me, man. Hey, man. LaQuise does, you know what I mean? Until the next time, man. You know what I mean? That's the homie Big D, man. The homie Big D, man. Like, man. Hit that like button, man. Help build the algorithm on the channel, man. Subscribe, man. If you haven't subscribed, man. Hey, man, tell a friend, tell somebody, man. Hey, man, because you subscribing and because you're now Japanese yen, man. I'm thinking about starting a membership on here too, man. Where I can do some exclusive video, man. Have some exclusive video and we can do some talking, you know what I mean? I can kind of open up on some of these stories, man. Y'all just hit me in the comment and let me know what you think about that, man. Also, man, you know, I did this story actually off a comment, man. So if you got a comment or story that you want me to tell, man, hit me in the goddamn. If I got one, I'll run it. I promise you I will, man. Until the next time, man, the homie Big D, man.